Childhood diabetes, how do I protect my kids? Early detection is key. Parents, you can protect your child from juvenile diabetes. Here are some of the advances in treatment. This is of maximum importance, especially to parents of recently diagnosed juvenile diabetics. I want to open with something to focus the minds of parents who have a child recently diagnosed with type 1 diabetes. This is shocking but needs to be said. A recent article in the Genetic Engineering and Biotechnology News reviewed a study conducted in Sweden and the United Kingdom that found children diagnosed as type 1 diabetics before the age of 10 years old may die up to 20 years earlier than children without diabetes. This is alarming to any parent, but with any story, there are many caveats and different variables involved. That statistic is based on a juvenile diabetic who hasn't been properly diagnosed for an extended period of time and the later health effects in life based on how well they take care of themselves. The most important priority is for the parents to get schooled on diabetes and start the child on a strict blood sugar control regimen. This can be done, so let's look at some of the more recent technologies scientists are working on to combat this disease from the earliest age. Closed-loop systems, artificial pancreas closed-loop systems, also known as artificial pancreas systems, aim to automate the insulin delivery process. These systems use continuous glucose monitoring, CGM, to measure blood sugar levels in real time and adjust insulin delivery through an insulin pump. These systems can help maintain more stable blood sugar levels and reduce the risk of hypoglycemia. Implantable insulin pumps. Researchers are exploring the development of implantable insulin pumps that can deliver insulin automatically. This technology aims to improve convenience and reduce the burden of multiple daily injections. Gene therapy. This is where I think the future cure for type 1 diabetes lies. Let's look at this, but first, will you hit the like and subscribe button to help support this channel? Gene therapy is an area of active research for various diseases, including diabetes. Scientists are exploring ways to modify or replace genes associated with insulin production to address the underlying cause of type 1 diabetes. Incretin-based therapies. Incretins are hormones that stimulate insulin release. Researchers are investigating incretin-based therapies as a potential way to improve blood sugar control in people with type 1 diabetes. Stem cell therapy. Stem cell therapy is a field of research exploring the potential of using stem cells to regenerate insulin-producing cells in the pancreas. This approach could offer a long-term solution to restore normal insulin production. As a side note, I'm happy to say there are more than a few companies that are following this path. Some are already in early clinical trials, as we have covered on this channel. Immunotherapies. Immunotherapies aim to modulate the immune system to prevent or slow down the autoimmune destruction of insulin-producing cells. Various strategies are being explored to intervene in the immune response responsible for type 1 diabetes. This is also encouraging for a future cure, but in the meantime, the focus for any parent is to keep the child's blood sugars under control. This in effect will buy the patient years and years of good health. This is all about mitigating the effects of uncontrolled blood sugar on the body over time. I can tell you I personally have a relative who is almost 70 years old and has suffered from type 1 diabetes since the age of 8. She attributes her insulin pump to changing her life. In all these years, she has experienced no negative side effects. I will add she is also a nurse and takes this very seriously. The point is, it can be done. So there is hope for any parent of a diabetic child with the technology of today. It's important to stay informed about the latest developments by checking reputable sources such as medical journals, research institutions, and healthcare organizations. Additionally, consulting with healthcare professionals and diabetes specialists will provide the most up-to-date and relevant information regarding available therapies and treatment options for childhood diabetes. Always discuss any new treatment options or therapies with healthcare providers to determine their suitability for individual cases. I hope you found this video helpful. Today, the technology to monitor and control blood sugar is the best way to ensure your child is safe and remains healthy while we wait for a complete cure. Look for our next video in the days ahead. Until then, be well.